You already know how to plot points on a graph paper, and you also know that to avoid the confusion of two ones or two fours or any two numbers, we had divided the numbers from the origin, that is right hand side of the origin positive numbers and the left hand side of the origin as negative numbers, and the above, that is the forward side of the origin, as positive numbers, and the bottom side of the origin as negative numbers. So if you notice, in this place, here the x is also positive and the y coordinates are also positive. So we are having both x as positive and y as positive. So we have a special name for these kind of places. Let's see what. Well, this is called as quadrant 1. So this part, the whole of this part will be called as quadrant 1, where x coordinate is also positive and y coordinate is also positive. In the same way, we are having quadrant 2, where x coordinate is negative. You can see in this quadrant, any point that lies in this quadrant will have x coordinate as negative and y coordinate as positive. You can see any point that lies in this quadrant will have y coordinate as positive numbers. And the same way about this quadrant, this is called quadrant 3, where we have both the quadrants as, both the coordinates as negatives. Where see, x coordinate we have negatives, y coordinates we have negatives. So any point that falls in this quadrant will have both x and y coordinates as negatives. Now this quadrant will be named as quadrant 4, where x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. See, x coordinates are positive here and y coordinates are negative. So any point that will fall in this quadrant will have a positive x coordinate and a negative y coordinate. So rotating anti-clockwise, we get these 4 quadrants: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Now we are having some data over here. This is the production of cars by Maruti Suzuki in the year 2016 from the months January to May. So this is the number of cars produced by Maruti Suzuki in January and so on. Now if I tell you to plot this data on a graph paper so that we can visually see how was the production in this year. Can you do this? See, what we have done, we have marked the two axes on the graph paper, x and y, you know that. This is the origin. Now, if you notice, earlier what we used to do, we used to write numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and here -1, -2, -3 and so on. Even here we used to write 1, 2, 3, 4 and here -1, -2. Well, this will not always be the case. You can do this according to your convenience. You can, instead of numbers, you can write words also on the x-axis. Just like this, we have written the names of months like Jan, Feb, March, April, May on the x-axis. And instead of writing numbers like 1, 2, 3 on the y-axis, we have taken numbers as 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 and so on. So what do you see? Like these two boxes here are denoting numbers from 0 to 5,000. Now you don't have to show each box. You can just denote that from this area to this area, that is from this point to this point, this area denotes 5,000. Now for that you need to write the scale so that the teacher understands what are you writing. So how will you write the scale here? Let's write. First of all, we'll write the scale of the x-axis. Now what is the scale we have taken on the x-axis? Now listen carefully. Here you can see that this is one box and this is the second box. So we have taken two boxes to denote 1 month. Now one box shows 1 centimeter. Now 1 box is equal to 1 centimeter. Here we have taken 2 box. So how many centimeter do we have? 2 centimeter. So we'll write on x-axis we are having 2 centimeter as 1 month. What about y-axis? You can see that here we have taken only 1 box. So write 1 centimeter because 1 box is 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to how many rupees have we denoted? 5,000. You will see that now each box will denote 5,000. See, this box is 5. Now 5 plus 5 will give us 10. Plus 5 will give us 15,000. Plus 5,000 will give us 20 and so on. So each box will be equidistant from one another. This is what we call the scale. You should be careful when you are doing the scaling because on the y-axis as well as on the x-axis, the boxes need to be equidistant. Like here, 2 centimeter is shown as 1 month in all the cases, and here 1 centimeter is shown as 5,000 in all the cases. So remember, when we do scaling, all the numbers should be, or all the alphabets, or whatever units you are taking, should be equidistant from each other. So we had already written the scale. Now let us plot this data on the graph paper. So what is the production of cars in Jan? 10,000. So this is Jan and this is 10,000. So let us plot this here. Now what about Feb? 20,000. So Feb is here and 20,000 is here. Now what about March? 15,000. This is March and this is 15. So they intersect at this point. Now what about April? 10,000. 10,000 is here and this is April. So we have this point. And May shows us 20,000. So this is 20,000 and this is May. So we get this point. It looks something like this. Now if you look closely, you can see that the production of cars increased in Jan to Feb. Like it increased when it went to Feb. It decreased in March. It decreased further in April. And then again it rises back in May. So instead of looking at this data in the tabular form, looking at it on the graph gives you a better representation of the production of cars. You could see easily, without even looking at the numbers, that the production of cars raised, it fall, and then it rises. Now, have you noticed one thing? In the whole graph paper, we have used only this area, and this area is named as quadrant 1, where both x and y is positive. So we have used only quadrant 1 in this sum. So instead of drawing the whole graph paper, or using the whole graph paper and keeping this area, and this area as vacant, we could directly draw only the quadrant 1 in the graph paper. Now how would it look like? See. Well, it looks something like this. Isn't it looking very neat? As we have drawn only the first quadrant. So instead of drawing all the 3 quadrants which were not needed in the sum, we have drawn only the first quadrant on the graph paper. So if you look closely, even after drawing it the only quadrant, that is quadrant 1 on the graph paper, we have to maintain the scale. So what scale have we taken? We have taken 1 centimeter, that is 1 box, and 2 centimeter, that is the second box. So 2 centimeter as 1 month on the x-axis. And what about y-axis? We have taken 1 box, that is 1 centimeter, and the second box, that is 2 centimeter. So we have taken 2 centimeter as 5,000 cars. So drawing only the first quadrant on the graph paper gives us a better and a clear picture. Even from this you can tell me that the production of car has risen from Jan to Feb, fallen from Feb to March, fallen further from March to April, and then again risen from April to May. This is the same thing. So what variations can you use while making points on graph paper? You can use lines to show 1, 2, 3 or Jan, Feb, March. Or you can use the combination of lines as well as dots. Or even without the graph paper, you can draw this on a plain paper. But remember, only when you have big data like Jan, Feb, March, and you name it as say 5, 10, 15. So you can easily plot this using a ruler. Well, avoid this kind of situations and use this kind of graphs.